Hello. What's up, Lucky? Doing good. Delayed my starting the stream a little bit. I might just do this run, then watch some YouTube videos and be done. I don't know. I should be working on a YouTube video. Need to get something for the next week. Had a long day at work too.
So you might want that like this, but you make there one.
Oh yes. Oh yes. This goddamn trick. There we go. That goddamn trick after broken enemy sucks ass. At least it's just 40 seconds later or something. Ugh. I'm missing so many missiles! Huh. Don't know how many I missed. Three. Thanks for running today. Anytime, Sky Hoshi. What's up? I was actually debating to not do stream at all, but I was like, guess I'll do just one run, one chill run. Then I'll see what I can do after that, or what I wanna do after that. Thank you for 5 bits, Alki. This will be a new personal best. Maybe. My time is 1:27, I think. So I don't know will I beat it, but we'll see. It's possible with this route. It's much better and faster than the previous route that I used. Did you have nothing to watch? Sky or something? Ah. There we go. That felt awkward, but it still worked. I could play some Metroid Prime randomizer actually after this if I feel like it. I'll see how I feel after this run. Missile? Sure. You were just bored until you came here? Ah, I see. Yeah. Then it's a good reason to say that. I got it, nice. Sometimes when I'm bored, I always try to find something to watch. It always tends to be a YouTube video for me, because I enjoy watching them. And sometimes I try to get some ideas from how I should edit some YouTube videos. I always like having a stream in the background when I'm doing other stuff. I didn't even know there was a break the record live going on again for Mario 64 this time, like a 5th time or something. If you don't know what is a break the record live, it's from European Speedrunner Assembly. They're hosting a 3-day event in Sweden, I assume, in person.
Uploading data.
Most likely, yeah. It seems like it.
There is no you as you can hunt there.
And they just compete for a prize pool they have there. Hello, Jose, what's up? If you don't know what is ESA, European Speedrunner Assembly, it's if you know Games Done Quick, it's the same, but in Europe. Do you have some snow in your country? We have some snow here now. It may be November, but I'm glad there's some snow now, so it's not that dark outside. In evening. Oh! Okay. I had to take it that slowly. I like getting new gold everywhere now. Just getting a new gold split here and there. No. I always try to kill that enemy, but I always end up getting a damage boost for some reason. Well, can't do it anymore. That enemy was on a way, a really bad way. I didn't kill it. No. That it matters. Alright, we're talking to Adam for the last time in this run. After Adam saves skip, we'll never have to talk to him. But did you know it's actually not Adam?
Data.
CBR, I have said there the note of the thing.
If you know, you know. At what point anyone realized that that's not Adam, that it's like that is talking there? I think I realized that after Screw Attack, but I can't remember. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe it might have been like at the very end when I was like, oh, of course. Yeah, I kinda suspected. I was just suspecting it. Yeah. I was thinking it after Screw Attack that, that's so weird because Adam usually calls Samus as any objections lady or so, and this Adam never said it a single time. So then that kind of made me be like, wait, that something is oddly off. Then at the end, it's like, oh yeah, of course, it makes sense. It actually makes sense now. So it might have took a bit too long, but after Screw Attack, I was like, huh. Calling her Samus only. Sure, but Adam never called her almost never called her Samus. When he mentioned things about the X, that was when you were like, he's not on your side. Yeah, the X, it's like, I don't know, did the Adam know everything there or something that's been going on? Or how does he know? So yeah. It's not exactly easy anyway. Hey, we got that. Any weekend plans for everyone? I have like no idea what I wanna stream, if I even want to stream. I kinda want to try to have a long stream if possible. Because I wanna hit that in closer to that incentive requirement, which is 87 hours this month. And I have streamed 50 hours this month. That's so little. I used to have like 100 hours or something in some months. I would stream so much, but now it's just slowing down to me. I would have like a max 5-hour streams almost once a week or something. And just consistently streaming 3 to 4 hours instead. I think it's better that way, so I don't just force myself have like a 10-hour stream. And I don't have any reason to. But I wanna get closer to that requirement at least. Requirement or expectations or whatever that is that. What to stream tomorrow? Metroid Prime randomizer, Metroid Fusion randomizer. Is there a Zero Mission randomizer? I'm pretty sure there might be one. I just don't know that game that well to do. I would get so lost in that randomizer. Some randomizer will be fun though. Huh? I lost so much time because of Adam save skip. AKA ass, because Adam save skip. You just take the first letters of those words. People call it ass, yeah. I feel like they would have there's some better way to do these loading screens. And why is it taking so long too? There must be like a good reason. I wonder what is it though? Why it takes so long for loading screen? Nice. Thanks for the good luck, Chan Parider. What's up? What is that emote? Cat. What's like the best cat meme out there? There's like billions of them. Just jumping on each channel to see what you settle to watch. Are you gonna also let me know that you're gonna watch someone else? Yo, I gotta go. See you. What do you think is the most annoying comment a viewer can make? I rarely get like a mean comments and such. It's usually just mean memes and such, so it doesn't really affect me because I meme with people too. I need to shoot at you earlier. You don't know? You never seen any of those? I see. Really? That actually missed. I remember some time ago, someone came to my stream when I was speedrunning Metroid Prime saying, "Why do you speedrun if you're not going for world records?" That kinda got to me, I must say. Why do you speedrun if you're not going for world records? If we go with that kind of a mindset, chat, then there will be no other speedrunners than the top runners of the game. I remember that because I tried to defend that mindset, but they wouldn't listen to me. But I had a few chatters defending me, so glad for them having to explain what I tried to say. But that's like one of the dumbest comments I've ever had to read and try to answer it too. If you don't do it for a world record, you do it to break your own records. Yeah, and I rather break my own records than try to beat the world record. If I have a chance to beat a world record, sure, I'll try to have my focus on that, but still need to have fun with the game, you know. Nice. Because if you have a world record as your goal, I think it just creates more. That's definitely a door that I need to charge beam. Then it definitely gives you like some unnecessary expectations and pressure. Then it gets you like more disappointed if you can't achieve it or so. Oh, this is weird. Split. Or weird movement. Some like to rise up the challenge. Yeah, but the main thing is that if you care about the world record too much, why don't you care as well? Try to push it as far as you can with the skill you have. Just get a world record and dip out. No, don't do that. Even though it's a valid option too. So other people can catch up as well. Stress doesn't motivate everyone. Pressure equals stress. Yeah, it does. Like I was stressing over getting this sub 1 hour for Metroid Dread, and I had to take a couple days of break. Then I was like, just take a positive vibes, man, and you'll get it eventually. And there you go, I got it. I was like stressing that I cannot get it before. Oh yeah. I get grapple beam first. Can I get it before this and this? When really I had no reason to try to get it any faster, just get it at my own pace. Speaking of like bad comments and such, I rarely get those. Like people don't say anything stupid here, which I like. Nobody's saying dumb stuff. But if they do, then I realize that that might be like one of my viewers just messing up with me. Then I'll mess back. Just make a joke, you know. But it's rare. I really feel it's kind of rare for me to see a first-time chatter just saying, "Oh, you suck at this game." Like, yeah, thanks for the comment. See ya in a different stream. But what about the good comments? Let's talk about those. I like the type of comments that says like, hey, thank you for streaming today or so. I usually like those comments that, hey, I'm here for a good reason at the right time for these people to stream. Have I had any fun with PvP season? What's up, Nuke? Well, I was getting a little disappointed that I lost a one streak because I left my ship unarmed and I synced that. But yeah, I'm having fun, but I need to take a mindset of like, there will be better people and I need to just keep up with them or play better or play smarter. I still suck at PvP, that's like for sure. Need to have fun with that and stop caring about the loot, you know? It's a fun season. Really good way to get some good money, actually. Talking about Season 8 of Sea of Thieves, if anyone is wondering. Do you play Sea of Thieves, chat? Anyone? It's a fun game. I feel it's easier for me to do solo Nuke because many people who play solo, they don't know what they need to do solo. And I know, so I think it helps me a little bit that I have experience of playing solo queue. And the matchmaking is kinda busted right now because it can queue with people who are much better than you are. Because there's no skill system implemented yet, from my understanding. Like it kinda matches you with anyone eventually, not just with your own skill level. If that makes sense. But I guess they're catching up on that eventually. That oh, this guy is this good. We'll match it with this person because they're equal skill. Oh yeah. Need to remember I have a grapple. seriously. There we go. No. I keep forgetting that I'm doing all bosses. I have diffusion beam. I can easily just break that right away. I keep forgetting. I still have a little bit of muscle memory from any percent. That was so bad. That was terrible. Time to go fast. Nice. I actually don't know do I need this, but I'll get it just in case. I may have enough missiles for everything. Lost all the... Nuke, are you still here? Just thinking if you wanna try out that Season 8 a little bit after the stream. Is there anybody? I guess there's someone. Watch, I'm gonna go fast. Ah, I'm walking. I was almost going fast. How did you jump? No. I'm pretty sure I can make it all the way up there with a speed booster. This next plate is gonna be fun after a Goku guy. Nice. Okay, next split will be one. This one. We'll clip to Super Missile. It's faster. But then I also have to get this glitch thing on way to Plasma Beam. If not, then I just have to go around. It's like 15-second time loss. Nice first try. Hello? Lot of missiles soon. There we go. We got it. No, I didn't get the... Oh, I didn't get the melee there. I was just about to melee too, but it was fast. Screw that. Getting all my missiles back here. Simple. No, didn't get it. Oh, Papa Boy. I always forget what I have to do in these rooms because I haven't gone to this area in a long time. I lost so much time. And it's fine. What's the point of that missile door? It should be a super missile door. Nice. Nice. Was I gonna die there? Photographer noted, what's up? I can't even mash today. Apple mashing is not possible. Been a while since you've watched the thread run. How long it's been? Oops. It has changed quite a bit if you watched the last time, like, I don't know, half a year ago or something. But I didn't run half a year ago. I did some boss rush stuff and that's it. I didn't run the full game. Wasn't interested. I think I just had a burnout from running the game for so long after the release, so a break was good to take. Huh. No. Oh! You're on the door, what? Get out of here! Get out of here! You were over the door! How did I survive that? That was insane. Ooh, got it. Get out of my way. Ice Beam wouldn't be possible because Samus has Metroid DNA. She wouldn't be able to handle that. So it makes sense, story-wise. You cannot use Ice Beam, but Ice Missiles you can. She gets it back at the end of Metroid 4, just for a brief moment. Don't know how, but she can handle it for that moment there. Well, it's because of the SAX, but I know why, but how can she handle that? No idea. Seriously? Get over here. Yeah, she gets it back. So what did you get for a Black Friday? I got nothing. God damn it, dude. Oh my god. Arcade stick in Black Friday. Do you play Smash or fighting game? How is slow person run nowadays? I actually don't know what is possible to skip now with all the tech that we know. I'm pretty sure there's some really insane stuff. Dude, like for fuck's sake, these enemies, they hit like a truck. They're on my way too. There you go. At least something good came out of this. Cross and Artaria movement can be a lot faster than that, but it's not that easy right now with some new tech that is there. I need to learn that, but I'm just lazy. I don't have the time to. Oops. Didn't mean to pick up that. Best boss fight in a game. Done. That's so unnecessary. But whatever. It's not even faster actually what I did there. Do you have a double jump? Hello? Why is it not working? That's so weird. I was like thinking, is it patched? Do I have a double jump anymore? Did I get it? I did get it. Hello, Leofesa. Thanks for the good luck. What's up, man? I like that fight. That was good. Very good. I have cross bombs. I just got cross. I got cross bombs. Use them. Use them. Too much any percent. That's my muscle memory now. Any percent muscle memory. Can I get this? Giant Shink. Ah, too early. grappled too soon. Otherwise I would have got it. There you go. That's much better. Nice. I really like the moment when you can screw attack with a single jump and just kill them with invincibility. I'm sad it's gone though. It was so much fun to do that. I would see reactions of people saying, "What just happened?" Whatever. I think I was in a wrong spot. Nope. You can't keep track of what's going on. I'm going fast. No, I'm going fast. Thank you, Raikkonen, for 37 months. What is target for this category? I would like to get under 1 hour 25 minutes first, and maybe under 1 hour 20 minutes, but that's a stretch I feel like right now. Possible, but it's a stretch. World record is like 1 hour 15 minutes or something, and nobody hasn't really run this category. Because I think everyone is focusing on no major glitches because of the tournament that is going on. I think low 1 hour 20 minutes maybe, or sub 120. That would be sick, but we'll see. Sub 130 incoming. Let's see how fast we melt an event bean with all of these upgrades we have. Alright, watch how fast Raven Bean comes down. That was fast, wasn't it? I forgot I have a blast shift here. What armor is that? It's a Metroid suit. You're invincible during this moment. I think that's like one of the only times ever like you're invincible with a character, isn't it? You know, like any game. There we go. Nice.
So, you drain the ship of its energy.
Well, that sucks, you just spoiled yourself basically. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I have all bosses. Yeah, I have 1 hour 27 minutes in all bosses run from last year. It was literally a year ago actually. I saw the video when it was released. What abilities she got if she absorbed Raven Peak X score? Not too sure. Thanks for the GG shield. Yeah, nice chill run. I can't grab that thing. There we go, got it. Thanks, yeah, it wasn't a bad run. Have a long way to go for sub 120. I kinda wanna end the stream here already. I need to try to get myself to work on these videos that I have in a YouTube way to do. I'll let the credits play. I mean, maybe I can watch like a YouTube video or one, two before I stop. Let's see some of best. 129, 32, 130, 27, 31. 2 minutes faster right now. I think we have a good chance to get sub 1 hour 25 minutes at least, but sub 120. That will take a lot of work, I feel. Well then, that was a long stream, wasn't it? I think it's smarter for me to stop for today and try to work on this video. Well, actually, there's this video I linked in a Discord. I almost forgot. This video is like 10 minutes long. Let's check it out. No, this is 20 minutes. Never mind. I'm not gonna watch it now. Well, actually, screw it. We'll watch it. This is called 10 Most Iconic Moments in The Legend of Zelda. Let's check it out.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Nintendo Black
Thanks.
Friday, in case
Thanks.
recently have added game playthroughs by using Nintendo Black creation, such as monetizing your content with paid areas or connecting social media accounts so that those posts appear on your website. I've had my website for around a year or so, and recently have commentary made template. Click the link. That's Squarespace IS.
I hope there's nothing in from Spirit Tracks.
Before I begin today's video, I have a question to ask anyone who may be watching right now. Do you have a particular favorite or memorable moment of any Zelda game? If I had to guess, the answer would probably be yes. And if so, what is it about that moment that really stuck with you? It could be the characters, music, overall atmosphere, or something as simple as how much you liked what you were playing. Well, for today's video, I decided to look back at the series and talk about what I believe to be the most iconic moments of The Legend of Zelda. This also sort of doubles as a top 10 memorable moments list, as I feel that the two are very related. When I think of iconic moments, it's either something that you immediately think of when it comes to discussion over that game, which in my opinion is why it overlaps with favorite moments, or it's something that you feel represents the series as a whole. It could even be something as basic as a reference. With that said, let's get started.
Before we start, gonna go put the stream in just chatting. There you go.
Speaking of references, it's only fair that I start off this list with what I believe is Zelda's most iconic quote. And it's rather fitting that this comes from The Legend of Zelda, the very first game in the series, released in 1986 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. A game which received overwhelmingly positive reviews at the time of launch, leading to the development of the sequel, as well as the Zelda timeline as a whole. While the game itself hasn't aged very well, it's no exaggeration to say that the massive success of it back then is what led to incredible titles such as Ocarina of Time and, yes, Breath of the Wild. Even if you've never played the Legend of Zelda series, at most you'd probably know all about this famous quote as well as where it came from. It's a line that's been repeatedly referenced in games, television, even memes. But what about it is so iconic, aside from the fact that it originates from such an influential game? Personally, I feel like its popularity stems from how The Legend of Zelda starts. By completely breaking that formula of having games with long tutorials and/or being a linear experience. This is a problem that's especially talked about when it comes to modern gaming and how much the developers hold the player's hand throughout the experience. Well, much like Breath of the Wild, the original Legend of Zelda broke this formula by immediately throwing you into the world of Hyrule with little to no explanation. The only bit of text the player ever gets, aside from the brief story summary, is from this man in a cave. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. You're then handed a sword, and the rest is up to you. No directions of where to go, no additional context, just go out there.
Yeah, I like that
and
actually.
explore.
Makes sense.
The fact that this is how the developers chose to start off your adventure in this game is why I feel like it's such an iconic line. And given how this went completely against the norm, it was a very bold move to make. I mean, when you look at the text dump of this game, it's a very short list of lines. It just goes to show how much they wanted people to discover things for themselves and forge their own path ahead. And obviously this concept still works as it led to Breath of the Wild and soon Tears of the Kingdom. But there are also other things that originated in this game that have gone on to become staples in other titles, such as the Triforce, or Zelda, or that jingle effect that plays whenever you find a secret or solve a puzzle. Actually, now that I think about it, why didn't I put that jingle effect on this list? Oh well. Honorable mention, I guess? Anyone who's involved in creating a story for books or film or video games has likely heard of the hero's journey, a template commonly used when crafting the traditional story of hero goes on an adventure to accomplish a specific goal and returning somehow changed or transformed. But the one worth looking at, specifically the call to adventure, is very much related to the Zelda series. In fact, pretty much all stories follow this hero's journey template to some extent. Most of the times, these games start with an average kid waking up and suddenly being thrust into the conflicts of Hyrule. And when it comes to the call to adventure, the very first thing I think of is the main theme of The Legend of Zelda. Whenever I listen to this music, it just pumps me up. And while there are many examples I could pick, such as this piece from A Link Between Worlds that plays after acquiring the Master Sword,
That sounds so heroic. Also, what is that shield? What is that shield? I never
I'm
got
instead
it.
going to go with this piece from the Link's Awakening remake on Nintendo Switch. Look, I get it, it's not as glamorous or flashy as some of the other renditions, but there's just something about this piece in particular that really fits well with this game's atmosphere and art style. Like always, this game begins with Link waking up. After briefly talking to Marin, he steps outside to explore, confused by his surroundings, all while this mystic and rather calm music plays as a loop in the background. Eventually, you make your way to the beach, that same theme continuing all throughout your journey, until you notice something sticking out from the sand. A sword. And after you grab this blade, the game does a complete 180 on you and changes up the music to this much more upbeat tune. Sure, it might not be my favorite rendition of this iconic piece, but that warm fuzzy feeling I got following this moment is something I won't ever forget.
So,
Often the series loves to explore the aftermath of prosperous and highly advanced civilizations now in ruin, whether it be due to the plot itself or other unrelated factors. Skyward Sword's Lanayru Desert, a lush region once occupied by the ancient robots and their technology, now a barren wasteland with little to no life, or A Link Between Worlds' Lowrul Kingdom, who, after destroying their Triforce, fell into a state of chaos. Stuff like this is why I absolutely love the series. It's one thing to know about a kingdom's past tragedy, but to actually see remnants of it in-game is an experience I'll never forget. But if someone asked me to pick out one moment in particular that best encapsulates the cycle of restoration, prosperity, and downfall of the series, what better example than The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, a game full of bright and vibrant colors, where the player traverses the vast sea in search of adventure, accompanied by some of the most cheerful music in the series. And that is what makes your first visit to Hyrule Castle all the more unsettling. The moment you step in this place, the music changes to an almost haunting sound, the first few notes of this piece whiplashing your eardrums, immediately followed up with the castle theme. A grim reminder of Wind Waker's surprisingly dark and eerie past. A kingdom which, with the absence of a hero, was flooded by the gods in an attempt to prevent Ganondorf from taking Hyrule. A truth that's only revealed part way through the story. When people think of dark Zelda games, usually ones such as Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess come to mind, and a lot of that is simply due to their art direction. But this is exactly why Wind Waker is all the more unnerving. It's not until you first step into this forgotten kingdom that you realize this game was never meant to be happy, it was never supposed to be bright or cheerful. All of that was simply a masquerade to hide a much more sinister truth. Of a kingdom which cried out for a hero that never appeared. To this day, whenever I enter Hyrule Castle for the first time, those same notes continue to make me feel uncomfortable. And that's exactly how it should be.
It's kinda terrifying.
I honestly don't have much to say about this next one because it's one of those Zelda moments that I've never forgotten while also being something that I can't quite put into words. But Skyward Sword's creation of the Gate of Time cutscene has always been one of the series' most iconic moments. Something about watching those blocks fit into place with Link standing directly in front of it really resonates with me. This shot in particular actually inspired me to make this thumbnail, which to date is one of the best ones I've made. Now, I could sit here and try to explain what makes this so iconic. I could do a brief recap of the story and how the Gate of Time is so important, but I don't think I could ever properly explain what makes this moment so special. So, I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, I think it's better because there's something about it.
The utter terror one feels the moment Final Hours begins playing is something that will always stick with you. A feeling of helplessness and vulnerability, drowned out only by the shaking of the earth and tolling of the bell. What was once a bustling town, now abandoned with the exception of a few residents, each coping with the end of the world in their own way. Some in denial, some cowering in fear, others accepting their fate. And as the moon gets closer and closer, you start to realize that, unlike other game overs, this one feels oh so much more real. You see, most games would probably cut to the game over screen immediately after this timer ran out, but Majora's Mask goes as far as to show you the moon crashing into Clocktown, seemingly killing everyone living in Termina, followed up by one of the most chilling lines that, to this day, is still referenced online. But what's truly horrifying about this moment is the realization that the only person hearing this music is the player. In reality, all the residents would be hearing in the final moments is utter silence, accompanied by the tremors of the ground and the deafening bell as it tolls away until the very last.
Terrifying moon.
In Twilight Princess, there is a scene where the player faces off against King
Oh,
Balban
that's
in
a
order to save
one of the most
village
iconic.
kids. It's a
for
very unique
sure.
battle, as unlike others in the series,
That is one
all
of the
it
best
is done
ever.
on horseback. In fact, this same mechanic is part of the final battle with Ganondorf, and it's always been such a memorable moment of the game. And as far as I remember, aside from some bits of Breath of the Wild, this is the only game to embrace the combat style of horseback gameplay. The second half of this fight against King Balban takes place upon the Bridge of Eldin, where both parties try to knock each other off, reminiscent of a jousting tournament. Eventually, Link overcomes this challenge, followed up by one of the most memorable and iconic shots of the series. The hero
This is
raising
so
his blade
badass.
in a triumphant pose, atop his steed, its forelegs high off the ground as both celebrate their victory. Oh my gosh, is that a Zonai swirl? I mean, come on, how can you not love this shot? It perfectly encapsulates what's so amazing about this series, and it's scenes like this that make playing The Legend of Zelda oh so worth it.
It's the best Zelda game after all, so yeah.
I was very conflicted about this next one because I really wanted to include at least one major boss battle on this list. You know, in line with the whole, this moment in particular represents everything which makes this
Ganondorf
aspect
final
of the
battle in
series
a
so
Wind
good
Waker,
kind of
I
thing.
agree.
At
That's
first, I thought of all the Dark Link bosses of the series. For a lot of people, this was one of the most unforgettable moments of games such as Ocarina of Time, and could definitely be viewed as iconic given the uniqueness of this battle. But at the same time, what better villain to talk about than Ganondorf himself? Because, my goodness, what an amazing boss battle that was in Twilight Princess. 4 different phases: Possessed Zelda, Dark Beast Ganon, yet another immersive horseback battle, and finishing up with a classic one-on-one match. If this were a list ranking the worst to best final bosses, this would definitely come out on top. However, if we're talking about purely iconic moments, I gotta go with Ocarina of Time's Ganondorf battle. As this was Ganondorf's first appearance in the series, this confrontation at the end already has such a big impact on the series. Throughout the game, he establishes himself as a force to be reckoned with, going as far as to manipulate the player to open the way to the Sacred Realm for him. And as you scale his tower, that faint organ music gets louder and louder, right up until that fateful encounter with the Gerudo King.
Did you know in the Wind Waker, it plays the music of Ganon's castle, just like in Ocarina of Time. You can hear that when you're rising up the stairs and such, and each time you get closer and closer, it gets louder. But in a Wind Waker, when you get closer to the boss room, it faints. It starts kind of loud. Well, not loud. You can hear it, but once you get closer and closer to the boss room, it faints. That's so interesting for the Wind Waker. It's reverse. You know, yeah, it gets real quiet, and eventually you just don't hear it. That's crazy, you know. But for this, it's opposite. It gets louder, and I love that.
And right when you think you're finished, Ganondorf emerges from the rubble and uses his piece of the Triforce to transform into Ganon in a last-ditch attempt to claim the hero's life. It's a chilling scene, all made better when you finally get that last blow in, defeating the King of Darkness once and for all.
It's a pretty iconic moment for Ganondorf.
Skyward
Time,
Sword was such an
final
important
boss.
game for the franchise as it expanded upon many staples of the series, including the origins of the Master Sword, Zelda's connection to Goddess Hylia, and the establishment of the Kingdom of Hyrule and its monarchy.
You better
But
talk
most
about
of
the
all,
Master
it
Sword
gave
in
us
this
an
game.
explanation as to why Ganondorf kept reappearing through demise, or to be more specific, the Demon Tribe's curse. My hate never perishes. It is born anew in a cycle with no end. Those like you, those who share the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero, they are eternally bound to this curse. An incarnation of my hatred shall ever follow your kind, dooming them to wander a blood-soaked sea of darkness for all time. I wouldn't say that Demise himself is on the level of Ganondorf when it comes to memorable villains. It's more about what he says and how much of an impact that had on the series. And while people have debated on the topic of how logical the Zelda timeline really is, no doubt Skyward Sword played such a big part in providing that last quote-unquote key to that timeline. An origin story of sorts. In fact, the book Hyrule Historia was released alongside Skyward Sword, the book which gave us the Zelda timeline which is still referenced to this day, with a few minor adjustments of course. On the side of theories, I also believe that that's one of the reasons why this bit is such an iconic moment. I don't think people would have been as interested in the series if not for Skyward Sword and Demise, and we probably wouldn't have interesting discussions surrounding things such as Malice and the Demon Tribe. Sure, these things may have still been in the series, but interest in topics such as this wouldn't be nearly as extensive, and I for one am grateful for it.
Two more. Oh, that should be on its own on the air, honestly. Like this moment when you get outside of the cave and you see the Hyrule. Look at that. It's beautiful. You remember the moment when you played this?
Anymore? I'm pretty sure I don't have to, but let's rewind a bit back to the first thing on this list. I talked a lot about how the direction of the original Legend of Zelda was what made it so unique and memorable. The game immediately begins with throwing you into the world of Hyrule and allowing you to forge your own path ahead. At the time, this was the only game to do this, and future Zelda games threw away that concept of freedom for a more linear experience. Now, some of these future titles did have bits of freedom in it, but it was nothing to the extent of the first game. That is, until Breath of the Wild, a game which set out to break the traditional formula of Zelda games. Much like the NES title, you're thrown right into the vast world of Hyrule with little to no explanation. It's entirely up to you to find the answers you're looking for, and once you complete the 4 shrines of the Great Plateau, the rest of the world is opened up to you. The world is your sandbox, and by doing so, every player's experience is completely different, whether you choose to prioritize a story, complete all the shrines, or collect the Korok seeds. Receiving the paraglider from the old man, in a way, is a callback to that encounter with the man in the cave who gave you your sword. It's dangerous to go alone, take this. But no moment in this game comes close to that initial shot of Breath of the Wild's world. And I will never forget the first time I left the Shrine of Resurrection to craft my own adventure. My own story.
Which Master Sword?
I get that the last one is kind of obvious, but there was no way I could leave it off this list, because acquiring the Master Sword is, without a doubt, the most iconic moment in any Legend of Zelda game.
I agree.
In fact, I'm tempted to just put every game on this list, since each of them is special in their own way. But, as with all other entries on this video, I wanted to choose one.
That's the best one.
Presentation-wise, I really wanted to go with the Breath of the Wild one. It's accompanied by the best rendition of that Master Sword tune that plays whenever you get it.
Okay, I agree.
But instead, I decided to once again go with Ocarina of Time.
I think that might be the most iconic
Don't
of
get me wrong,
all of these.
Breath of the Wild is one of my favorites, but it feels a lot less impactful when it comes to the story. On the contrary, so much stuff happens because Link pulls the blade from its pedestal. He indirectly grants Ganondorf access to the Sacred Realm and its Triforce, while also revealing that his soul has been resting in the Temple of Light for 7 years, soon realizing that your real adventure has only begun. And that, accompanied with the fact that you now play as an adult Link, is what makes this game's Master Sword such an impactful and iconic scene. At least, that's my opinion. Well, congratulations! You've made it to the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree with this list. To be honest, I probably could have made a whole list just from games like Ocarina of Time, but I wanted to have some variety for this video. Anyways, I've been Nintendo Black Crisis, and I'll see you all next time.
Thanks. Great video. Okay, I think it will be a good moment for me to stop for tonight. It was fun to check out this video. I agree with the list. Like there were good bits for the Masters Ford. I think Skyward Sword Masters Ford is one of the most unique ones because or the icon. Well, sure, I think it's one of the iconic because Link crafts it himself. First, it's a goddess Ford, and with all the flames, it eventually becomes a Master's Ford and the true Master's Ford. Though Ocarina of Time 1, it makes a lot of sense that he thinks that's one of the iconic ones because, or the most iconic because what happens when Link pulls it off? Ganondorf gets the access to the Sacred Realm, grabs the part of the Triforce. His soul is in a Sacred Realm for 7 years. Meanwhile, in Twilight Princess, I think I like that a lot because the cinematic cutscene of like Link is evil with the evil. Well, Link has some dark power going on because of the the crystal thing that Sant put it to his head, and he's a wolf Link. Then Master Sword gets that away, and he turns to a human Link. That's what I think is really good about Twilight Princess. But yeah, I'll be done. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see what I will stream, but I'll plan out something. Alright, have a good rest of the evening, everyone. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Check out my YouTube channel if you want to watch some videos.